for the second half of the first set and then a little bit in the second set to get that big lead. But, you know, Coates was weaseling things around the block, and Scarborough, actually we did a better job on her later in the match, but and then Aubrey Folk, who has played on Kirsty Hillier's club team, who I didn't recruit, lit us up. Anyway, I think, though, that our team really, this is a great growth match for us from the standpoint of competing, because we dug ourselves a hole like we've been doing in set one. We came through it, won that set close. We played well in the second set, but that really was an unrealistic set. I think we get up 9-1, and they kind of put it through in the towel. Third set, the opposite thing happens. You know, I think we're going to win at the end. We lose, and we made some pretty silly mistakes there at the end of that. But now we get a chance to come back in the fourth set and see how we bounce back. You know what I mean? And these are things these guys have got to be tested with. And although they're unpleasant to me at the time when they're happening, they are very good for them to understand what kind of competitors they are. And that third set was pretty close, and then we pulled away at about point 18. And so I thought this is a good win.
Were those sets unpleasant for you guys too?
Yeah, they're not fun by any means. We just got to clean up our game.
Is that what you take most from tonight? Is it really when you see what happened, what transpired? It was when you had your lulls, that's when they took off. It wasn't so much that they were doing to you.
Yeah, I'd say it was our game. We just have to control what we can control, and we didn't do that as well as we could have in the end of that third set.
Tom, you think you saw your team mature a little bit in that fourth set?
Yeah, I do. I thought, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting when you watch players how do they refocus after a mistake? If they're in a slump, can they get themselves out of it? And I saw a lot of that stuff today. I thought Liv, I'm going to tell them the story. I told her to hit cross court with an arm, she's got a really nice crossbody arm swing, and she was trying to do it there at the end and made 2 mistakes. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, stop coaching her, you're screwing her up. Then she comes back and just nails one down the line, you know? So, but that's a good moment for her. She's been doing that a lot, you know. She'll do a freshman thing, and then she'll come out of the back row on some amazing back row attack, you know. So these kids are growing, and I'm very proud of this young lady right here, because she's starting to be the go-to player for our team, and I really like that.
Sonia, do you have kind of that mentality, like Tom was saying, that, you know, maybe when you guys really need a point when you're going through one of those tough stretches, that you want to be set and you want to get that kill to kind of help break you guys out?
Yeah, definitely. Katie can confirm that. I sometimes yell at her, not in a bad way, but yeah, I definitely want to help the team in every possible way. And like, if that means that that they believe in me, that I'm going to finish the set, then I'm definitely there for them.
Is that kind of a new role this year a little bit, kind of becoming one of those leaders that maybe more vocal and stepping up in those situations?
It is. I was definitely struggling with that at the beginning of the season, but I think I improved definitely with the communication and just like talking out what I see in the game and like trying to help them.
Is that a mindset change for you this year, though?
Definitely
Just to
is.
want the ball in the key situations as opposed to in the past?
Mm-hmm.
Where did that stem from? Is it, I mean, you had a hot stretch earlier this year. Did it come from just gained confidence?
Yeah, I would say so. Like, I don't really know. I don't know.
But the other nice thing is you have 4 players that have 10 kills plus.
Mm-hmm.
Axie comes back, she finishes with 9. Is that the nice thing about your team, is that you do have players who can carry you when somebody left?
I didn't realize that was the case.
Yeah. It's like 13, 18, 14, 12, 9.
Yeah, that's good. 14 kills for Hillier, wow.
I think Katie did a really good job, like, just distributing the balls, like, really evenly, and, like, that helped us a lot because we can see here they only had 2 blocks in 4 sets, so I think she did a really good job with that, and, like, she left, like, only, like, twice without a block, and I think that's amazing.
So we are, you know, if you look at this stat sheet and you covered up Fresno State and you looked at our hitting you'd think, well, we beat those guys, 3-3, or we beat them 25-12 or whatever, and it wasn't. And the real difference in this year's team and teams in the past, and I'm not trying to insult them, it's just the truth. We don't hold other teams to low hitting efficiencies because we're not as good at blocking and defense as we have been, and we have to improve those areas. We are ranked like 6th in the conference or something in what I call defensive hitting percentage, which is the opponents, and we've been first for the last 3 years. So that's an area that we have to get better at.
When you say that on a night when you have 13 blocks, you were really good at it in the set that you lost.
Yeah, right.
Is that just your blocking? Your
No, it's
defense
blocking and
not lined
defense.
up yet?
It's defense playing along with the block and your ability to convert in those situations. We give the other team too many swings, and we give them too many, non-terminal situations, and and then we need to be better fundamentally as a blocking team. We'll get better. We're getting better now.